Hey, hey. Hopefully I'm live. This is a little bit of an experiment because I haven't done it on this computer, but I think it might be working. So, yep, it says that I am now live. All right, I'm going to go ahead and trust it and believe it. Hi, everybody. If you haven't already met, my name is Sylvie McCracken from sylviemccracken.com, and I help health professionals create more freedom and income and impact, all three things, and through their online programs. And I wanted to just jump on really quickly because I was inspired by a conversation with a client, and we were talking about fear. And, she just took this giant leap and, is jumping into the process of creating her online course, becoming more visible, getting online, all these different things, right, that are required when you are starting your business. And, getting out of that comfort zone, right, where you're used to being just in the delivery side. So would love to hear, if you're a health professional watching this, would love to hear in the comments what type of health professional you are, and whether you're either an employee or maybe you have your own practice. And, either way, chances are pretty good that you are in the delivery of things, meaning you are with the patient or with the client and you are focused on delivering the care, right? Whether you're an acupuncturist or you're a doctor or you're a nurse or you're a therapist, whatever it might be. And chances are pretty good that you don't spend very much time in the sales and marketing process. And so, of course, when our clients come to us, we help a lot with sales and marketing because that is the name of the game. When you're going online, when you're creating your own thing, you've got to actually be the one to take payment for it, right? You've got to be actually the one to sell what it is that you do, what transformation it is that you help people with. And so with this client, we were talking about fear. And that inspired me to create this Facebook Live because if you're watching this live or soon after, it's middle of December here. So we're going into a new year. And this is a question that I was having this conversation with this client and I'm thinking, you know what? Y'all might benefit from this as well. So would love to hear in the chat if this resonates with you at all. So if you're going into 2022 and you're starting to think about, plan your year, maybe doing a little, I don't know if you're a nerd like me and love to journal out, but I love this time of year for reflection of what went well this year. What do I want to repeat? What do I want to do more of? And what didn't go so well? What do we want to change? What do we want to leave behind? What are we not bringing into the new year? If you're doing that as well, and if not, I highly encourage you to do that. Take a couple of hours on a Sunday morning and just journal out what you want to change in the new year. I want you to ask yourself, if you are in that day job that you hate, or you're in that practice that's not going so well, you're working 60-hour weeks, or you don't have enough clients and the cash flow isn't there. I want you to ask yourself, what 2022 is going to look like, right? And that's not the one question. I just want you to kind of brainstorm, what is your plan for 2022? If you don't have one, the reality is your 2022, your following year is going to look exactly like this year went, right? If you repeat, this is just, I'm not making this up, right? This is the definition of insanity, is doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result. The reality is, if you're going to do the same exact things, if you're going to market and sell and deliver in this exact same way that you did this year, next year, chances are good you're going to have a very similar result. So if you're not happy with those results, you've got to change what you're doing, right? Now, with that, comes this, the possibility that like I said, we help our clients create online courses and they are health professionals specifically. Would love to help you if you're a health professional and you think that that's what you want to do. I'm definitely going to pop the link below to apply for our advanced private training and apply for our courses for health professionals program. Would love to help you. But here's the thing, right? When you apply and when we accept you and when it's time to start, fear might actually kick in. We pretty much expect it to kick in at some point. And the reality is, not only am I not worried about that, not only does that not concern me, and this is the conversation I was having with this client, is I actually expect it, and I'm actually kind of relieved and glad and, excited that you're a little bit scared. And the reason for that is because this is a big leap. And when I see zero fear, which is almost never, it's usually when someone's not taking the leap seriously enough. It's usually not a big enough of a leap. It's usually not a big enough of a stretch that that there's any, there's nothing. It's just doing the same thing over and over again. Meaning, if you're gonna do next year exactly what you did this year, are you feeling scared about it? Probably not. Why? Because you've done it. You could do it blindfolded. You could do it with your eyes closed. You could do it half asleep. Now, if you're going to do something that's drastically different, if you're going to change the game, that might be a little bit scary. That might be because you're coming out of your comfort zone. So here is the one question I really, really want you to ask yourself is when you're feeling that fear, I want you to ask yourself, what's the alternative? What's the alternative? Like if you're going forward on this path, first of all, I'm a huge fan of my gut, is my biggest advisor, right? Is like, what's that gut feeling? Like, does this feel like a heck yes? Whether it's joining our program, doing a different strategy, going all in on your business, signing up for that job or not, leaving your job, whatever it might be. Is it a gut yes? Does it feel like a gut yes? Right? And if it does, and there's fear, I want you to ask yourself, what's the alternative? What's the alternative? And, again, if the alternative is remaining stuck, if the alternative is the results that you're not happy with, if the alternative is, doing the same thing over and over again, and you and I both know you're not going to get a different result, that should help you a little bit on the fear part, right? It should help you in terms of, it's not a fear cure. It's not going to cancel it out entirely, but it will at least put you into this comfort level of like, all right, I'm scared and I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to go do the thing. I'm going to join the program. I'm going to sign up for help. I'm going to invest in my business, whatever. Insert whatever it is that you're scared about here. I'm going to carve out the time. I'm going to have that difficult conversation, right? Whatever it is that you're scared about, insert it there. And this can be applied to business, personal, whatever serves you best. But, of course, again, if you're making that big leap, it should feel a little bit scary, is the reality. And just remember, ask yourself, what's the alternative? If the alternative is to stay stuck, if the alternative is to give you the results that you don't already want, then chances are good that fear, the fear route is probably the right route, right? And again, check in with your gut, see how you're feeling, all that good stuff. But I'm a huge, huge fan of having these real, almost self-coaching conversations where, you're really like, okay, I'm feeling these things, I'm acknowledging these fears, what am I going to do about it? Anyway, super quick and dirty Facebook Live today. Just wanted to share that little nugget. I think this is the most succinct I've ever been able to make it. If you are a health professional and you're planning out your 2022, if you want it to look different, if you don't want to make the same money, have the same lack of time, and have the same very limited impact that you did last year, definitely check out the link below. Apply for our private training, and our team will check that out. We are going out for the holidays soon, so definitely don't delay. If this is something that you want to do, make sure that you apply ASAP so that we can get you our advanced private training soon. And we would love. Oh, thanks team. You beat me to it. I love it. Someone on the team just popped it in the chat and we are good to go. And we'd love to see your application and welcome you into the program if it's a good fit. All right. Have a good rest of your Friday and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.